The Twin Valley Locker Room Show brings you to Clay Center Tiger Softball. Twin Valley Locker Room Show is powered by Pulse Internet. All your devices, one superior connection. And we're joined by some of the seniors, not all here today as we get set for the state championships in Emporia, but we get a chance to talk with Taylor Mall and Allie Wright-Frederick, Megan Blake, and Michaela Musselman as we head into Emporia tomorrow. Final practice before heading to the state championships. Megan, let's start with you. And first off, tell us about getting the win right here on this field, hosting your regional championship and getting on to state. What did it feel like when you finally could say, yes, we're going?
It was really exciting. We've been working really hard this year, and I mean, years in the past, it hasn't turned out right, but it's finally
knocked on the door, not finally busted through the door. Michaela, I know it has to be pretty special for you after what you've dealt with this year to be playing and now to be going to the state championships. Talk about the comeback for you personally.
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been really fun to get out here one last time with all these girls and really work with the underclassmen, and all of them are really hard workers. So
it's a great team that is, as both have said, come together and just made it happen. They got close. Allie, I know that's something that you guys wanted very, very badly, to get this team to the state championship. Did you get to a point in the game against Chapman where you got to thinking, oh no, here we go again?
Yeah, it was when they started hitting the ball, and then they tied the game up, and then they hit a ball out to right field, and Gabby had a ball that was like, oh no, is she gonna get it? Is she not gonna get it? And she got it. I don't know how, but she did it, so that was a miracle. So that was awesome.
Well, I'm sitting up in the booth up there, and that play happens that Allie's talking about, and I had to wait and pause, and I just looked for your guys' reaction because I couldn't tell if she caught it or not. She raises the glove up. It was an amazing out, and it saved some runs, got some momentum back on your side, and then you guys responded, Taylor, in the very next at bat and answered with 3 runs of your own. Did that help get you guys ready to go back up to the plate, do you think?
Oh, yeah. I feel like we were kind of dead in the dugout, and then once Gabby had that catch, it was definitely a momentum builder, and we got in a huddle. We're like, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and so we got in there, we riled up the pitcher, and worked out in our favor. Then
you guys close it out, holding them 6-3 after they had tied it up at 3 apiece. You score the runs, you get it done, and there was a bit of a celebration right out in the circle, Megan, where you are spending a lot of your time on the softball team. Give me a little insight to what the feeling was when you guys are jumping around knowing you're going to Emporia.
It's a pretty great feeling. I mean, we're all just hugging each other and crying and yeah.
Tears of joy this year, and that's a good thing. Michaela, have you guys talked about what's coming tomorrow? I mean, the state championship and how you're going to handle it, what your routine's going to be? Let's start with that.
Well, starting out, we really don't know that much about Girard, but we're just going to go play our game, take care of our own business, and whatever happens, happens.
As you go into Thursday, and you're going back to Emporia from the basketball floor a couple of years now, what will it be like to be on the dirt there in Emporia?
Hopefully a better turnout. I mean, we got to be serious, but yeah, I'm really excited to go to state during, I guess, the last part of our senior year, so it's exciting.
Graduation this past weekend, and for you guys and the other seniors, has it sunk in, or does this help kind of just let it ease through that you're still concentrating on softball?
I think it helps ease it through. Like, it still feels like we're still in school, kind of coming here after school gets out or work or whatever, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
These 4 and the other seniors, as mentioned, such a big part of what Tiger softball is, and the lady that's watching you over there, I know, is not anxious to see you guys go, excited for your futures, don't get me wrong. So I'm going to end with one Tiger Talk question today, and it's your favorite or most unique, or maybe even the one you didn't like to hear Don Richter sayings. Something you heard over and over, something that stands out. Michaela, we'll start with you.
Too funny.
Too funny. Megan?
Probably telling me to throw the ball.
Just throw the ball.
Yeah.
Very good. Allie?
I don't know where to start. Maybe, I don't know, get your hand through, too funny. Come on, Allie, you just do it already. I don't know. Oh, sunflower seeds. Spit your sunflower seeds out. Yep.
For those who don't know, there are no sunflower seeds allowed in the dugout with Tiger softball, right? Unless you can. On the field.
You can have them in the dugout all you want.
Very good. Taylor, got a favorite Dawism?
Probably her metaphor when we're hitting to slap the dog on the head. Or today when she walked into the dugout, she's like, I was raking the fields today and I saw sunflower seeds at shortstop. Who was it? And she just stares all of us down and I was like, Dawn, I played first base. It was not me.
You were in the clear. That is great stuff. I think great stuff's coming for this team at Emporia as well. Great luck on the field. Let's play 3 in Emporia this weekend. Tiger softball in the Twin Valley Locker Room Show. Back with the Twin Valley Locker Room Show and joined now by Coach Don Richter. We'll see if we get any of the Donisms out of Coach here in person. That was a lot of fun to hear your Lady Tigers talk about
these
you.
girls. Absolutely love these girls. This is going to be a really tough year to say goodbye to them. So we're going to try to get as much out of them as I can, and hopefully, like you said, play 3 games and be happy coming home.
When we talked with your seniors, and you guys have knocked on the door. I mean, you've been so close, and we've been there and felt it with you to some degree. I can only imagine, was it almost more relief than elation when you guys got through?
It was kind of crazy because I had a really sick feeling in my stomach, the Concordia game, because we had just taken care of our business the week before, and we didn't score till about the 5th inning. And yeah, it was when Gabby made that play. It was when I first seen it, I was like, oh no, but she come up, and that was such a momentum turner right there. And they decided, let's do it right here, like Taylor said, and we did.
Yeah, and then now here you go to Emporia, and it will be a lot of fun. I know you were motioning to your Lady Tigers as Michaela was talking about. We don't know much about Girard, but I think in this sport, that is more the case than any other sport. You just need to do what you need to do.
That's what I told him. I said, you know what? We just have to worry about and take care of our own business because, it's hard to scout anybody. I mean, if they're not good, that they wouldn't be there. So, I took my seniors like Megan and Allie, who has won a state, and I put them in front of the team. And I said, you need to tell these young players that's never been to anything like this just how exciting and what it feels like, because once they get that taste of that, they want to come back, and that's your job to tell them. And it is the best exciting time ever and something they'll never forget. But back to what you said, that we've knocked on the door. I remember that catch against Courtney Hamill that the girl turned and the ball went right in her glove over the fence, or we would have been to state 2 years ago. I remember every single play, to keep us from going to state. And that's what I tell them. You have to be good, which they've done a great job this year, and you have to have some luck. And that catch where Gabby laid out and come up with the ball was huge. And, you have to have a little luck to get to that level.
To back up, too, for Coach, Megan Blake was on the state championship volleyball team, and then Allie was on the state championship basketball team a year ago, and that was in Emporia. So that's a great message to have them share with the team members that haven't been in this atmosphere. I kind of started to go down this road with a question for the girls, and that was kind of a routine. Have you planned out the day tomorrow?
Yeah, they're not tired of practice yet, which is kind of surprising. They want a light practice tomorrow morning. Then we're going to have a brunch, which is good, and then we're going to get on the bus about 1:30 if anybody wants to come out and support them and head us out, and then we're going to take a little lunch to eat before we play at 7, and so it's just going to be hopefully a relaxful time to get there and everything.
Yeah, and playing the second game, you can spin it however you want. Personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. You kind of get a feel for the facility, you get a feel for kind of how the games are being played, and then you get to go do your thing.
Well, it was kind of odd in regionals because normally, we would have played the first game, sat out the second, and then played the third if you win the first one. And everybody was like, is that right? And I said, I liked it because it's just like it felt like a double header, and we didn't sit around. And with this bunch, sitting around is not very good. So I was really glad it was that way. And I think once we get there and get that momentum going, I think, I think it's good to play the second game.
I do too, and it's all about playing 3. Having a good experience, I guess, is really the ultimate goal. But if you can get through that first game and have a chance to be around Friday, it is so much fun. You've been there before. Yes. You've won it before. You have an idea. Now I let the girls throw Donisms out. Do you have a favorite one of your own, or do you have something that they say that you want to pick on them a little bit?
It's pretty funny. It's usually about the sunflower seeds. I mean, they look like they have chew in their cheeks, and I'll say, especially Hannah Ferguson. We don't know where she's at, but I say, Hannah, you got a sunflower seed in your mouth? She goes, no. and then all of a sudden she'll spit them out. Well, one day she came out of the dugout and went to talk, and she choked on one. So point taken that, I'm trying to keep you alive here, and it's a dangerous thing. And so they think, they take me to heart when I tell them, it's for their safety. So there's a lot of them, and I'm pretty sure Allie would tell you that she could write a book.
But she didn't know where to start. She said,
love them to death. They're just been the best. And, some of them started all 4 years. So, we rebuild every year, and we do. But this next year, we are going to rebuild a lot next year. So
it is a very special group, and it's awesome that they get the opportunity for you guys to take them into the state championship. Best of luck this weekend.
I'm just so excited for them because they've worked hard, and the weather's been horrible, and they haven't complained. So they've worked really hard.
Emporia bound 4A Division II state championships. They play at 7 o'clock. If you can't make it there, we will have it on the air on KCLY. That's your Twin Valley Locker Room Show with Tiger Softball.